All right, guys, so now we are doing N.8. So I click on my link, make sure that I have the correct one, so N.8, and that my name is in that top corner. Remember, these are randomly generated, so your problems might be different than mine. All right, so this one I'm converting. So if you have your binders with your conversions in them, this would be a great time to pull those out. If you remember our gallon guide drawing, so inside of a gallon, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 quarts. Inside of the quarts, we have 1, 2 pints. Inside of the pints, we have 1, 2 cups. So what I'm going to do is first, the reason why I drew the gallon guy is because I see that I'm dealing with cups and pints. So gallon guy has that covered. So this time it has 1 pint, so 1p, and it wonders how many cups are in it. So how many C's? Well, there are 2 cups in 1 pint. If I have 6 cups, so 2, 4, 6, that means how many pints do I have? 1p, 2p, 3p's. So 3. If I have 7 pints, so 7p's, how many C's do I have? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. 14. Now, I could also think about this in terms of multiplication. I have to times the number of pints by 2. So that means if I have the number of cups, I have to divide by 2. So if I have 16 cups, I have 8 pints, because 16 divided by 8 equals, or 16 divided by 2 equals 8. So if I have 20 divided by 2, I'm going to have 10. I'm going to hit submit. And I didn't erase this because I thought, well, my next problem might have it, might as well use it. So this time I'm dealing with quarts and pints. So I'm going to draw. So for every Q, there are 2 P's. So 1 quart equals 2 pints. Which means if I'm looking for the number of pints, I'm going to multiply because it's going to get bigger. If I'm looking for the number of quarts, I'm going to divide because it's getting smaller. So I'm going to scoot this up just a little, make this a little bit smaller. And I'm going to say, if looking for pints equal, that means I'm going to multiply. And for quarts, I'm going to divide. Those are just helpful for me to keep in mind. Okay, so if I have 2 pints, that's going to give me 1 C. Or if I'm looking for the number, 1 Q. If I'm looking for the number of quarts, I'm dividing. So I take 2 and I divide it by 2 because there's 2 to 1. So 2 divided by 2 equals 1. Okay, this time I'm looking for pints. So I'm given 5 quarts. Here I only have, well, technically I have 5 because I drew this one here. So 5 quarts, how many pints am I going to have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Or I could say I have 5 quarts times 2, because I'm multiplying, is going to give me 10. 16, this time I'm looking for quarts, so I'm going to divide. 16 divided by 2 equals 8. 18 divided by 2 equals 9. This time I'm looking for pints, so I'm going to be multiplying. 10 times 2 is 20. So take your time with these. I'm done with quarts and pints for a minute. So I'm going to do feet and yards. Remember, there are 3 feet equal 1 yard, which means since feet is bigger, if I'm looking for feet, I'm going to multiply. If I'm looking for yards, I'm going to divide. Because notice feet is a bigger number than yards. And we know when we multiply, we get bigger numbers. And when we divide, we get smaller numbers. So if I have 9 feet and I'm looking for yards, I'm going to divide by the number of feet that go into 1 yard. So 9 divided by 3 equals 3. So my first one is going to be 3. 9 feet equals 3 yards. My next one, I have 12 feet. I'm looking for yards, so I'm going to divide by the number of feet in 1 yard. 12 divided by 3 equals 4. So I'm going to get 4 yards. Okay. This time I'm looking for feet. So I have 9 yards times the number of feet equal 9 times 3, 27. So 27 feet. Once again, this time I'm looking for feet. So I have the number of yards I have. I have 10 yards. And there's 3 feet in each. Since I'm looking for feet, I multiply. 10 times 3 is 30. Once again, take your time with these, but they shouldn't be too hard because we know our conversions. All right, enjoy, guys.